These articles discuss the Starbucks CEO Kevin Johnson's leadership test when there was a problem with one of his divisions in Philadelphia. The problem began as a man searched for a business associate, but they bought nothing while waiting. The manager begged them to go, and they declined to explain because they had someone to see. The manager called the cops when the man wanted to leave, and he was detained by the police. However, at the same Starbucks, another defender captured the arrest on his mobile phones, and it became viral. In an interview after the detention, the female filmmaker said that she was sat there for a long time and was not asked to leave, although she didn't order anything. The video also shows a black male associate who emerged after the arrest and asked the manager and the police what the guy did wrong. The media and the witnesses of the arrest characterized it as discrimination and racism. A few days after the case, the arrest resulted in march and riots at the Philadelphia Starbucks. The week after the arrest, Starbucks revealed it will immediately shutter 8,000 stores for the unconscious bias training, which they did on 29 May 2018. Starbucks also released a revised use of third place policy a month after the arrest, which specified that anybody can use Starbucks and its services without making a purchase. It further outlines what employees can do if a customer becomes unpleasant. Moreover, the strategy says Starbucks aims to build an atmosphere of comfort and belonging where everybody is welcome.
For the first question, what was the situation being faced by the organization that required the decision? So it's all started when two black men being arrested in Starbucks Philadelphia. Both of them didn't purchase anything while waiting, so the manager eventually asked them to leave. They refused because they were there to meet someone. So the manager called the police, and both of them being arrested while doing nothing wrong. In fact, before the incident happened, Starbucks did not have any company policy on asking customers to leave because the decision is up to each store manager. Unfortunately, the incident led to days of public protests and sit-ins at the Starbucks Philadelphia. This is because the public believe that Starbucks is allowing discrimination and racism happens in their store.
In the decision, did the manager or managers appear to use a good decision-making skills? Was the final decision made by a group or individual? Well, the action made by the store manager of Starbucks was unethical towards the two customers. However, Kevin Johnson applied a good decision skills where he found out the root of the problem first, and accordingly, he took full responsibility for the action made by the store manager. In his apology statement, he mentioned that the action made by the store manager is not representative of Starbucks' mission and values, creating an atmosphere of comfort and belonging where everyone is welcome. Therefore, the final decision made by the Starbucks community and stockholders was that they release the new use of third place policy, aligned with the Starbucks mission and goals, which states that everyone can use Starbucks facilities without making a purchase. Johnson openly acknowledged that his final decision is based in ethics and morality, which promotes awareness of an ethical issue. That's all from me. Thank you very much.
Kevin Johnson, by blaming all the blame for the Philadelphia incident on Philadelphia, he then transferred the anger and the responsibility from the Philadelphia store to himself, and he chose to close all stores for a day and conduct unconscious-based training to ensure that such incidents will not happen again at Starbucks. In my opinion, the ethical significance of this article is that he used his action and apologies to enhance the moral leadership and awareness of all Starbucks. This is mainly reflected in the training of employees and Starbucks' new use of the third-party policy, which states that anyone can use Starbucks and its facilities without spending. In addition, The policy also stated that Starbucks strives to create a culture of the enthusiasm and belong and welcome everyone. This approach is designed to be consistent with our mission of inspiring and nurture the human spirit, one person at a time, one cup, and one community, in order to maintain the third-place environment. And this approach minimizes the huge impact of the Starbucks original employees because they will be condemned by the society.
Moving on to the fourth question. Do you think that the situation that required the decision could have been avoided? If so, how? Well, yes, this issue could have been avoided if Starbucks had their own ethical code of conduct where they should treat their customers equally and nicely. Starbucks had no company-wide before the incident, and the decision was left to the discretion of the store manager. However, the problem could have been avoided if the store manager told them to order before their friend comes and joins them, since it might take time to serve this order as they have a lot of orders in the line. Or the store manager could ask them to politely to place an order as they might close very soon. Therefore, this is a case of bad judgment. The store manager should have patience to listen to the customers. When the two men said that they were waiting for their friends, the manager did not believe them and judged them wrong.
Okay, for the fifth question, it is no, because what Johnson did was wise and quick action, especially in dealing with the problems that had occurred and giving a professional response to those problems, immediately answering the issues that went viral. This shows that Johnson applied business ethics in accordance with Islamic teachings. When his staff offended two black men with a racism and even the police were contacted to arrest the two men, he chose to immediately dismiss his staff because racism is not a praiseworthy trait that should be practiced by individuals, and it is also forbidden by Islamic teachings. In addition, what the manager has done has tarnished his company reputation, so firm action must be taken to be a lesson to other employees.